What's a trade secret you know from working the industry? If you call a call center of any kind, and the person you're talking to puts you on hold with no hold music, they can hear everything you're saying. I worked in an insurance call center when I was really young. I had so many people accidentally confess to insurance fraud that way. Worked many a phone job, mostly work from home, thank God, in the last 15 years. Found this out my first day on the first job. Now, whenever a rep puts me on a silent hold, I try to have a candid conversation with whoever I'm in the room with that supports my story. If I'm trying to get a bill lowered or something, I'll intentionally talk about how the dog is sick and needs to go to the vet, or how I'm just not sure how we're going to be able to go my brother's wedding. If my phone is jacked up, and they're jerking me around trying to get me to pay for it, or acting like it's my fault, I'll talk about how the phone has been nothing but issues, and I really don't want to cancel my service, since I like the company, but I'm just not sure what else I can do. I once had a guy who was being nice as pie, then when I put him on hold started calling me a stupid bitch who probably didn't know what I was doing to his friend. I unmuted and said in my sweetest voice, "Oh, don't worry, I do know what I'm doing. I was trying to see if I could pull in a favor to get you an upgrade even though you're not entitled to one with your policy, but I'll keep my favors for another time. Your entitlement is a 1 LTR, we will not be upgrading." Guy was dumbfounded, and as I hadn't been rude and hadn't done anything wrong, management supported me when he tried to complain. If you are buying software for your workplace, get a quote and then go silent until it's the end of the quarter. Then call the sales rep and tell them you can buy it today but only have enough budget for 70% of the cost. Your chances for a discount go way up at the end of the quarter. From what I have heard, if you volunteer your seat you can possibly negotiate not only even more money but a hotel and/or meal. Airlines would rather do this than make someone mad by forcing them off the flight. My mom worked her magic once and offered our seats on an oversold flight for a voucher. The airline told her our tickets would be redeemable anywhere in America, so she said, "I'd like 6 tickets to Hawaii then," and I'll never forget the look on the clerks' faces, LOL. They argued with her for a bit, but eventually relented, and that's how I got a free trip to Hawaii, LOL. Love ya, Mom. As an HVAC mechanical engineer, if you tell us you don't care about a brand, it'll open up an entire industry of options. Almost all packaged equipment has the same efficiency and warranty, but some brands just cost way more than others because of whatever internal proprietary controls they have or inflated egos or whatnot. I can design you a system for 30 to 50% less sometimes if you give me the flexibility to do so. I can also show you a comparison to prove to you that 2 systems of different costs will operate equally. I should add that a good/ethical engineer, engineering sales, should also keep in mind maintenance, dimensions, fitment, and overall longevity of the unit. And they should have in-depth discussions with their customers. Lowest equipment cost does not always equal longest lifespan. I'm just talking about operational comparisons. In the United States, movie theaters spend more money on the bags for popcorn than the popcorn itself. When you play match 3 games, like Candy Crush Saga, after beating a few levels the game will make it impossible for you to continue, you will be getting impossible odds. If you put your device aside and return after several hours or a day later, you will find the previously impossible level to be easy AF. It is a mechanism to prevent people from burning through hundreds of levels in one go. Tourism industry here. Look up when peak season is for the destination you're looking at. There are usually cheaper prices are the beginning and end of the season. Try to book at the beginning of the season. Seasonal workers work themselves ragged and are usually completely burnt out at the end. At the beginning of the season, everyone is stoked to start making money again. Most fossils in museums are replicas. These days they're usually plastic casts from silicone molds of real fossils, but 3D printed replicas made from high-resolution scans are becoming more and more a part of things. Casinos don't need to cheat. We have already rigged the game against you. You gotta love the gamblers who always win. One of my friends would talk about her friend who always wins. I'm like, you mean the dude living with his parents in his 30s who has put himself on the do not let me in the casino list twice? That guy? Yeah, gamblers only tell you when they win. There was a politician back in the Bush administration, William Bennett, the drug czar, who was revealed to have a gambling problem, and part of his defense was that he hadn't lost much and was about even over several years. His preferred game? $500 a pull slots. Pull the other one, Bill. Financial records showed he'd actually lost around $8 million. Movie industry. Unless you are absolutely breathtaking in your audition, which does happen, don't get me wrong, there is a list of 30 people each studio prioritizes to be in their major films. I worked at a small talent agency. We had 4 to 5 people that fit every description, and we sent them all on the same auditions, just like every other agency for the same role. Talent and looks only go so far. Then you have to get lucky. You've got to be good looking, talented, and well connected. Makes total sense when you see the children of Hollywood stars moving up the ranks. Their parents made the connections, and then made the introductions. Do you happen to know any secret from your industry? Leave it in the comments, I'd be happy to read them. Hit the subscribe button to get notified of every video I upload. Thanks for watching.